Hey, it's one of those spiffy new Hungarian easy-action cannons I've been begging Elaine to let me buy. Whoa, the wind's really doing a number on that cannonball.
Unicorns! Me beautiful unicorns! Not again!
A cheese wheel! Monster! Yeah. Still, maybe I'll find some starving rats who will eat it. There'll be plenty of time for frolicking in the ship's hold later. That's the main mast of the Screaming Narwhal. Or main tree. I'll sleep when I'm dead. Or later tonight. It's a detailed map of the entire Gulf of Melange. This thing will come in handy if I ever get off this Geschligener Island.
We're closed until I can replace all my inventory that someone blasted to Hades and back.
Man, what kind of jerk would do that?
I don't know, but when I find that scupper scraper, I'll shove one of me bottles so deep up his fundament. Arr!
What's a fundament? Oh yes, my membership card. Here you go.
Very good, Captain Van Winslow. Here's your blindfold.
Blindfold?
Come now, sir. You know the rules. All Probationary Club 41 members must wear blindfolds inside the club.
Right. How silly of them.
Very good, sir. Mind the step.
I've heard you make a mean gragatini.
Nachos!
I'm so sorry.
Boys!
Sorry. Ow!
Get him!
Ow!
Oh, look out for his hand!
You took the hand off me, you cracker croaker! What a fight! That was spectacular, Driftwood. Best pirate brouhaha I've seen in months.
I don't know what got into me. It was like my hand was possessed or something.
Possessed, you say? Sounds like there may be a follow-up story there. Keep feeding me these boffo pirate stories, Threepwood. I'll be handing over the secrets of Deep Cut before you know it. Ugh, this cheese wheel's starting to go soft. Maybe I shouldn't be storing it in my pants. What the? You put one of those miniature swords with an olive in my gragatini. I hate those things.
Between the cool black tights and the dangerously pointy accessory, Pajama Pants Pierre is starting to look halfway collectible. Nothing like a quick paint job and a dangerously pointy accessory to turn a sad, unwanted doll into an exciting ninja assassin.
Any news?
Dark Ninja Dave with killer katana cutlass waits stealthily for famed out-of-shape pirate hunter Joaquin D'Oro to find him. Take that! Hello again.
Stop doing that!
Great news, D'Oro. I think your map isn't a ripoff after all.
It isn't? But I never found anything with it.
You must have been reading it wrong. Here, follow me.
And X marks the spot.
See? I told you I could find it.
Whew. I better start digging. I hope it's not as deep as the other ones. Madre de Dios! Dark Ninja Dave! With Killer Karate Katana! Dark Ninja Dave! Dark Ninja Dave! Finally! The full set of porcelain power pirates is mine! All mine! Ow! I got dirt in my eye.
Do my ears deceive me, or did that portly pirate just dig up a buried treasure?
You sure did, with a little help from Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Well, that's fantastic. We haven't had a good buried treasure story in weeks. You know, Threepwood, you've got spunk. Pirate spunk.
Ew.
Now, why don't you take a walk with me back to the keel hauler? Tell me a little bit more about yourself.
Well, it all started back on Melee Island. And that's how I wound up here on Flotsam Island.
Well, I don't know how you did it, Seafood. But thanks to you, I've got enough sordid swashbuckling stories to keep the Flotsam Keel Hauler Gazette afloat for months. That'll show those bozos over at the Times.
Yeah, that's, great. Now, about Deep Gut.
My pleasure, Threepwood. Sit tight while I make you a copy.
Copy?
Dammy, give me a copy of the Deep Gut file. Pronto. Right away, Mr. Nipperkin. Here you go, kid. Everything you need to know to contact Deep Gut. Don't let anyone know I gave this to you, okay? My editor will put me on deep cover in the obituary beat. Catch my drift?
Not really, but...
Great! Now, if you'll excuse me, Ace reporter Davy Nipperkin's got some headlines to grab.
Finally! Now I can ask this Deep Gut person how to get off this island and back to Elaine. Seems simple enough.
What's the word?
Deadline.
Welcome, Guybrush.
The Voodoo Lady! Boy, am I glad to see you. I've got so many questions.
There'll be time enough for questions later. But first, hand me the LeChuck Slayer.
The what?
The cursed cutlass of Kaflu. Now that LeChuck has been destroyed, the cutlass must be ritually dismantled in a soul-chilling voodoo ceremony to ensure that his evil never reawakens.
Yeah, about that. I tried to destroy LeChuck with the cutlass, but I had to make some last-second substitutions, and there were some complications.
What manner of complications?
Well, the cutlass didn't so much annihilate LeChuck as it turned him human.
What?
I couldn't believe it either. Personally, I think it's a trick.
A human LeChuck. This is troubling.
Can you help me?
I'll do as much as the fates allow, but I fear that you will not like what I have to say.
Can you help me get off Flotsam Island? I've got a ship, but it won't do me any good with these crazy winds.
The cards say no.
No? Can't you just wiggle your fingers and voodoo schmoodoo the winds to blow out?
What you ask is beyond my power, Guybrush.
Then what in the name of Satan's comb-over are you good for, you bloated old sea hag?
What was that?
That was the Parks of LeChuck.
Who the what now?
The Parks of LeChuck. When your improperly enchanted cutlass turned LeChuck into a human, all the evil voodoo juju within him had to go somewhere. Were you touching him at the time?
I was! Does that explain the antisocial behavior and the crude gestures?
Yes. Some of LeChuck's evil has seeped into your hand.
Do you have a cure?
No, but I know where you can find one.
I feel a piratey quest coming on.
To eliminate the Parks of LeChuck, you must seek out La Esponja Grande.
The big sponge?
La Esponja Grande is no ordinary sponge, Treepwood. It is a legendary sea sponge with incredible voodoo exfoliating abilities, capable of absorbing limitless quantities of voodoo mojo.
Where can I find it?
I have never seen it myself, but a former friend of mine, Coronado de Cava, spent many years searching for it. I last saw him in the Jerkbait Islands. Take this locket to him, and tell him I vouched for your character.
I'll get right on it after I find Elaine.
That would be unwise, Guybrush. The Parks of LeChuck must be eliminated before it spreads.
Whatever. Are you sure you can't help me get off Flotsam Island?
As I said, the mysteries of Flotsam are above my pay grade. Seek out others to assist you.
Can you tell me if Elaine is okay?
The view is hazy. Ask again later.
Later? But she could be in danger, or dead, or worse.
I only know what the spirits reveal, Guybrush Treepwood.
If you can't tell me about Elaine, can you at least tell me where LeChuck is?
Without a mark of the voodoo on him, LeChuck's whereabouts are a mystery to me.
Do you have anything to stave off the pox of LeChuck? This hand is really starting to annoy me.
The only way to safely deal with the pox is La Esponja Grande.
What else can you tell me about the pox of LeChuck?
It's a creeping cloud of unstoppable evil, spreading LeChuck's accumulated vileness like a disease across the seas.
Ugh.
Even now, I can sense the pox wending its way to this very island.
Assuming that I do go looking for La Esponja Grande after I get off this island, what else can you tell me about it?
It's a giant magical sea sponge capable of absorbing immense voodoo energies. If there's anything that can mop up all of LeChuck's evil mojo, it's the sponge.